Hey guys, it's the Frisbee Authority here. It's Brandon, and in this video I am going to be going over the new features of the iOS 4 that was just released today. I have the iPod Touch 2nd generation, as you guys know, so I will not have all the features that are in the upgrade to the software, but I'm just going to go over the features that are in the iPod Touch 2nd generation release, which is the same release as the iPhone 3G. The iPhone 3GS and the iPod Touch 3rd generation, as well as the upcoming iPhone 4, will have all the features. So, yeah, let's get into this. First feature, you guys notice right away, is new screen lock. Instead of just the 4-digit PIN, you can also put in a password with letters, which is really nice. You can make more complicated passwords, which can be harder to remember, but it also gives you better security. So, let me just put mine in. I just made it my YouTube name for the sake of this video. It's kind of hard to type behind the camera. So there you see, it works very well. First thing I just want to say quick, my first thoughts about this. At first it was running really slow when I first installed it, but I restarted my iPod Touch and it runs really smoothly now. I know they took out a lot of features so that it would run smoothly, since Apple does not want any of their devices to run slow. So if they put all the features of iOS 4 on the 2nd generation iPod Touch, it would probably run slow. So it runs very smoothly. I think even a little smoother than iOS 3, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if they call it that or not. But it runs really well. First feature, one of the biggest ones that is in the iPod Touch 2nd generation, is folders. You see right there I have a games folder. I can just click on it, and I only put a few games in it. So you see I have all the games right there. Yeah. And I just click the home button to get right out of it. I also made another folder. I just put together maps and weather, and it called it reference. So basically, I'll show you how to make these. I'm trying to find something else other than games. So you see I have backgrounds and battery status there. So you just hold which one of the icons that you want to put in a folder, and drag it over another one and let go. And you see I called it entertainment. I don't know why it chose that. I guess backgrounds kind of. But if you want to, you can just click right there. You can change it. But I'm not going to do that right now. Done. You click. It goes here, then you click and you get out of it. So that's really nice features. You can make a lot of folders. I'm probably going to do that later. Put a lot of my games in it. Because even though they have 11 screens to put apps on, I still, I went over it. I just downloaded lots of free apps and stuff. And I never get rid of them. So it's nice to have the folders. You can make as many folders as you want, put in apps, and greatly clear up all the clutter on all your screens. Next thing, it's kind of a big update, is playlists. I'll go to my music right now. And you can make playlists on iTunes, But now, you see I'm in playlists. You can make playlists right here. Add a playlist. Let's type in random letters. Save. And then you see this says add all songs. I can choose which songs to add, and add them right in, and press done, and you have yourself a new playlist. See right down there, it's the playlist I just typed in. Nothing in it, but it's pretty nice. You can make playlists on the go instead of using iTunes. Another big upgrade, or update, is if you know about the iPad, you know what iBooks is. And now they've released it for the iPod Touch and the iPhone, and you can get this on all the devices. It's not exclusive to the newer ones. It's just loading up right now. I have a book loaded up. This is just the Winnie the Pooh that was included with it. I haven't downloaded anything, so you see it looks really nice. You can go to the bookstore right here. They have plenty of books. If you like to read books on the go, like to have an e-reader, this is a great program, great for reading books. I probably won't use it that much because I like to read books, physical copies of them, and I don't read too much anyway. And I believe you can do PDFs now, so if you have PDF files, you can put them on there. Another big thing, In Safari, they didn't change it much, but they did add. If you go, first of all, you can choose Bing now as one of your search engines, but also, you see, you can start typing in, let's say iPod, and you get search suggestions, which is really nice. Here it says Google suggestions since I'm using Google, and then I could just press, it just said iPod Touch is my first one. I can press that and it will search for it. It's not a big thing, but it's just nice to have the suggestions like you would on a computer. Not much has changed other than that. It still runs really well. Now Mail, we have some changes. You see right here, I have two little boxes. This top box is all my inboxes. I have two accounts on here, my personal and school account. And down here, it just says accounts, and that's where you can go in. And I don't want to get too close. I don't want to show you my emails, my school email and stuff. But you see right here, this is where you would go before on the on OS 3. You just press the accounts and it'll bring you into the inbox and set and all that. But now up here, you can just press one of them and it'll bring you right to the inbox. Or a really nice feature is all inboxes. Then it just shows you the email for everything. It just consolidates all your emails. It's a very nice feature if you, especially have a lot of accounts and you don't want to continually back out, then go into the other accounts. You can just press all inboxes and it will show you the email for all your accounts. The next thing is just a little feature. You can now gift apps. I'm not gonna see if I can get to that now, but don't want to take too much time. But you can basically gift apps. I'm not gonna show you that. It's self-explanatory. So you can gift apps to people instead of them buying them themselves. There's also faces and places, but in photos. But I believe you need a Mac to do that. Another feature they've added is spell checking. Delete this. There's the autocorrect, but now, say I type in something wrong like that. You see the little red dotted lines below it. Press it, and now you see it gives me suggestions. And there, or something else they did. They added. I'm not gonna do it right now, but they supposedly you can replace and go back. Like if you go back on a word, if it autocorrects it and you press back right away, you can replace it with the word you typed. So that's kind of nice. So if you type a word and it autocorrects it and you don't want it to autocorrect it, you want it to type the incorrect word, you can press back and replace it with the other word. There's also a new thing with Wi-Fi where when it's asleep, you can stay connected to Wi-Fi to receive VoIP calls and notifications from compatible third-party apps. Can't show you that right now, obviously, but it's a nice feature. Spotlight, they've changed some things. Search iBooks again. And now you see, search iBooks, there's the app, and also at the bottom it says search web and search Wikipedia. So you can I'll press search web and it'll bring you to Safari, and then it'll search for iBooks. So that's nice if you're typing in something in Spotlight and you want to search it, and Wikipedia or on the web, you can do that. The calendar, there's some changes. I'm not really sure about all of them. There's a few different changes, but one of them, which sounds kind of nice to me, is that now the developers have access to calendar. So let's say you have an app where you buy a ticket, it can automatically put that event onto your calendar. Bunch of other small changes. YouTube now has portrait mode, so if you like to watch it in portrait, you can watch it in portrait. The Mapplications button has changed slightly. If you go to that, I'm not gonna go to it right now, but the little button that you press to locate yourself looks a little different. There's some setting differences. A second. Now you see you have airplane mode in the settings, which just turns off the Wi-Fi. And other than that, there's not many different settings. I believe they changed the menu a little bit. It looks different than me for some reason. But they pretty much haven't changed much except for that. And so those are pretty much all the features, guys. Sorry, my phone's ringing. But they also added iAd, which developers can include ads into their apps. And one final note, is that multitasking, home screen wallpapers, and the Bluetooth keyboard compatibility are not included on the iPod Touch 2nd generation and iPhone 3G, just on the 3GS and the iPod Touch 3rd generation. So, those are lots of new features, and there's some other features. You can go download it for free now for the iPod Touch, explore iOS 4 for yourself, and enjoy it. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.